Welcome to Manifest Quantum Magic, our next 12-week series that I'm very excited about. It's a little unconventional, so part of me is like nervous, but also I'm really excited. It's bridging two of my worlds together, and I'm sharing it here. My mission at the Junction is to inspire and empower people. Really, that's truly what my life's work is about. And it's also harnessing my skill sets and providing it. So, quantum magic to me is like two beautiful words. So, magic meaning manifesting, metaphysics. It's really about creating the life you desire. And that is my passion, is hearing what are you up to, what how and really supporting us along the way so that we can have the life that we want, and we are not and that we're able to actively work towards it so that we can manifest it. So that's number one. But the quantum piece for this go around is where things are getting a little interesting. So my background is I'm a web developer. So technology is definitely my friend. And what I'm going to introduce this series is integrating ChatGPT AI into manifesting. How can we harness this incredible new technology for our benefit? Now, you can be all over the map with AI and your stance about it, and that's no problem. Some people, it's not for them. But for those of us who are curious, interested, but also maybe already using it, we're going to find ways that we can use ChatGPT to really launch us further into our progress. So I have a beautiful 12-week series set up for us where we're going to be practicing and going on ChatGPT, finding things and actually making it help us refine our progress. So I'm like super excited. If you haven't liked and subscribed my stuff yet, please go ahead and do so because I want every week you to be notified of our next week's podcast that comes out. So I gear for every Sunday that they come out. And so hitting that subscribe lets you see that as soon as it's ready, you're rocking and rolling. I also want this podcast, this 12-week series to be interactive. Like I really want you to take the time when you're listening to apply it to your life. Now, whether you are going to do the chat and the AI stuff is no problem. But it might get you curious and it might get you to try it. And if anything, you could really start seeing the benefit. So so today is really just laying the foundation on the 12-week series. So I want to also remind people on the process of manifesting. When we use metaphysics to manifest, there's this whole beautiful journey that takes place. And so while I share that, we will also be utilizing GPT to be able to harness that. Okay, so today it's about foundation, the formula. Let's begin. So, getting in your car and having no idea where you're headed to, you're going to be driving around for a while. So, first things first, we need to know. I need to know. You need to know. What do you want? This is a 12-week program. It's going to come out once a week. So that means what would you like to see in the next 12 weeks? Now, whether it's on an actual timeline, like go ahead and get your calculator and find out what the date is, and you want to work that way, or you just want to really set the tone on what it is that's important to me and start to focus on that and get that programmed out so that the world knows that this is important to you. So, first things first, where are you going? What's important to you? What do you want to create? What in your life is so important that you will wake up in the morning and really put your intention and attention on? So that's our first question is what do you want? Now, if I were to say pick three things, three is a magic number, but also it doesn't make it too broad and it allows for things to not be too overwhelming. What I love about three is that how you are in one area will affect all areas. So if you pick three, you might actually have a breakthrough somewhere else that you didn't even think about, because as you shift energy for one area, it's shifting it for your whole entire life. So picking three is a great way to focus, harness, putting it in the forefront. But what's actually happening is the magic is all around us, and it's going to start to penetrate all areas. So for me, I'm going to pick two, and I'll probably refer to them often on the call. And the first one is I'm back running again. Running has been a passion of mine for many years, and I kind of stopped. Like for 8 years, I dabble, but certainly not enough, and I'd give up quickly. And so it just never felt right. You know how that goes. And I just felt a yearning and a calling. And as I created it, it's now becoming really solid into my life. So in this next 12 weeks, I am in running mode. So running has been a thing that I've been actually actively creating and being intentional about. And also at the Junction here, I am in the midst of creating an app, a community, an online presence where people can come together, create a profile, and create communities, but also belong inside of communities, all with the intention of wellness and well-being. That's a passion of mine. It's been a almost year-long project. And so that in the next 12 weeks slash 24 weeks is really where it's going to get launched. So you're going to hear about that too. And so those are the two very important areas of my life that I'm taking on that I'll refer to. But for you, what is important to you? I'd love to hear from you. So if you get a second, put it in the comments. I'd love to hear what is important to you, whether it's one area, two areas, three, or 20. But getting them out into life, into your forefront, is the first step in essentially making the energy happen. Energy is happening anyway, but when we can confine it and focus it with that clarity, we now have a place to go and a place to work towards. The second thing that's really important in the formula of manifesting is your intention, which we've said, but secondly, your energy. We are energetic beings. We communicate through energy and vibration frequency, also known as emotions. So as we work through life and we tune inward, we start to really create a relationship to our own body, mind, soul, feelings, thoughts. We can now really tune into, does it fit, does it not? Leaning in, backing away, being guided by energy. This energy isn't just an isolated feeling. We are energetic beings in sync with life, with people, with the environment, with the non-physical, beautiful energy that's all around us. So we're not doing this alone. We are really co-creating. We are beings that are co-creating with the universe. So as we harness our intention, create what it is we're wanting, we are in synchronicity with the universe, and then magic starts to occur. As we put out what we want, the universe will start to support us with guiding us towards or away from, and essentially putting us in line of what we need to, where we need to go next. So we want to be open and listening for what's next, where am I to go? And it's all about tuning into that energetic space. How do I feel? What's going on? So that's an ongoing practice that we as humans can cultivate all the time. Okay, so as we wake up in the morning, thoughts, feelings, and actions, we want to line up with what our intention is. And this is where we can introduce ChatGPT as an action that we can take on in our daily lives, whether it's through sitting scheduled, like every morning, I'm going to go on and actually start my day this way, or it could be at the end of the day, or it could be randomly. knowing that it's a tool that's available can be really exciting because we can use it in like the traditional ways. So as we start to work on our lives, we are going to bump up against things. That's just how it goes. When we want to evolve, we are going to hit where we're comfortable. And then once we get to that comfort zone, it starts to get uncomfortable. The unknown can be scary. So what chat can do is support us in that process of moving through what we're confined by and allowing us to break through. So today, we're going to really just be introduced to ChatGPT. And if there's any questions along the way, please put them in the comments and I'll do my best because I'm going to have to assume that you are comfortable with going to the internet, searching for ChatGPT. There's just some certain things I'm just going to assume for the sake of time, but also really so we can get to the heart of it. So the first thing I'm going to want you to do is actually go to chatgpt.com. If you have an account, great, sign in because you can then search for a public GPT called the Junction Coach. And that I've created to allow us to actually utilize a search so that it's already filled with metaphysics, universal laws. So your replies that you'll get from ChatGPT are actually going to be already in the confines of our topic. Great. But if you're using the free version, no worries. I'm going to be displaying the free version so we can get an idea of what it looks like. And the free version is available, which is great. So you can go to chatgpt.com and click on try it now, I think it says. And from there is where we start to communicate with our AI. Now, when it comes to working with ChatGPT, the the way you type into it and ask questions is actually where the power is. So the more specific you are with what you're looking for, the more likely it'll accurately give you back what you're looking for. So they call them prompting. So your prompt and our prompt is going to be what we want to kind of focus on. If what you prompted and you're getting back what you're not hoping for, then you can start over and try it again, try saying it a different way. So there's no right way to do ChatGPT. The way I look at it like is imagine having a conversation with a very, very knowledgeable, like meaning it has access to Google searches, all the, you can imagine all the background information on metaphysics and science and well-being and emotions. Like it just, there's just this, it encompasses so many aspects that it can draw from, that we're no longer just in search mode. We're actually building a meaningful conversation. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to share with GPT our 3 areas or 2 or 1, the areas that are important to us that we're going to be working on. And what we like it to do is give us some suggestions on some affirmations that we could work on this week, that we could actually wake up and say to ourselves every single day. Okay, so when you go to chatgpt.com, you're going to be met with, what can I help you with? And so our message to ChatGPT is going to be what it is we want. So I'm going to type in, I am excited to be training for a race in Disney. Current plus almost. So for yourself, you may want to ask, please provide me with daily affirmations that I can say each day that will have me. And then you can fill in your own feelings that you're looking for. For me, I want to feel powerful, but it could be calm, it could be centered, grounded, excited, filled with joy. Like really, you get to say. So we're working on this one, and then you would put in here what you're working on And when you're ready, press go. And now it's coming together with its own. Now, each day it's giving me something new. You could say, give me one affirmation that I will repeat each day. So I can print this off, I can email it to myself, but essentially, here's our first exercise is having these intentions, affirmations available. So if I don't like that, I can ask it to give me different ones, just like that. I can say, can you actually just give me one affirmation I repeat each day? I am strong, focused, and capable of creating the impact I desire. Every step I take, no matter how small, brings me closer to my goals and my purpose. I love that metaphor of steps, running, and my goals and purpose. So put yours in the chat. Which affirmations did it ask you for? So with that, thank you so much. This week is really exciting. I'm hoping that these affirmations bring you some joy, and I would love to hear, how does it go for you? How is it introducing ChatGPT to provide you with your own affirmations? With that, have an amazing week, and we'll see you back here next week. Thanks.